This is Hakimullah Mehsud, the new Amir of the Taliban Pakistan. Young, ambitious and ruthless, this militant commander managed to assume the mantle after reaching a power-sharing deal with his rival Waliur Rahman, a close relative of slain Taliban leader Baitullah Mehsud, who was killed in a US drone strike. Having lived for some time under the shadow of Baitullah Mehsud, Hakimullah started spreading his wings early last year when he was made commander in charge of Khyber, Kurram and Orakzai agencies. Unlike his media-shy Amir Baitullah Mehsud, Hakimullah is at ease in front of the camera and he makes no bones about where his elegances lie.
अफगानिस्तान की हुकूमत तहरीक तालिबान अमारत इस्लामी अफगानिस्तान की हुकूमत में अलकायदा थे और अलकायदा ने अमीरुल मोमिनीन के हाथ पर बैअत की। हमने अमीरुल मोमिनीन के हाथ पर बैअत की, इसी वजह से हम अलकायदा के दोस्त बने हैं। लेकिन फिलहाल हमारे इलाके में अलकायदा और गैर मुल्की नहीं है। अगर पाकिस्तानी हुकूमत के साथ कोई सबूत हो तो पेश कर दे।
Hailing from the Kotki village in South Waziristan's Sarvakai subdivision, Hakimullah belongs to the Ishangai branch of the Mehsud tribe. His real name is believed to be Jamshed and he first rose to prominence by the name of Zulfikar Mehsud as a spokesman for Baitullah-led militant group in 2007. Despite being barely educated, this young Turk's ambitions know no bounds, as was made clear in my meeting with him in his Orakzai stronghold.
हम अफगानिस्तान को अपनी मुजाहिदीन भेज रहे हैं और नेटो अमेरिका के खिलाफ हमारी जंग है। अमेरिका ने जुल्म पर अफगानिस्तान पे कब्जा किया है और इन ज़ालिमाना कब्जा को हम खत्म करेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
Hakimullah openly claims responsibility for destroying hundreds of NATO military trucks and oil tankers in Peshawar and Torkham, besides looting cutting-edge military hardware and equipment. It's not just an idle boast.
This is one of the vehicles which has been snatched by the local Taliban from the NATO supply while they were supplying these vehicles and other equipment to NATO forces in Afghanistan. The commander of local Taliban, Hakimullah Mehsud, has warned that they would cut the NATO supply and stop all those elements who are supporting the NATO and ISAF forces inside Afghanistan.
NATO की जो सामान है वो हम गनीमत करेंगे और NATO के खिलाफ हम हमेशा कार्रवाई करेंगे, उनके रास्ते बंद करेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
But as frightening as the prospect of Hakimullah's leadership of the Taliban may be, some believe that the brutality of the Taliban cannot possibly reach greater heights than it already has. And there is even a debate over whether Hakimullah is even alive or the tottering Taliban movement is in fact headed by a dead Amir.
This won't change. I don't see any change in the dynamics of the TTP. What we do expect is, if at all, because there is still disagreement within the military establishment over the fact whether or not Hakimullah is alive. But if he is, then it is really bad news for Pakistan, because you know Hakimullah is young, he's more energetic, and he's more violent, and he's a good schemer also. He has proved his skills, in the past. He's a very good planner. So that would be really bad news for Pakistan.
For many, Hakimullah's allegiance to Al-Qaeda and his commitment to send troops across the border is seen the main reason for his appointment as the new chief. Even though his rival Waliur Rahman, who is now in charge of the mainstream Mehsud Taliban, always remained the first choice of the TTP handlers, both the Afghan Taliban and Al-Qaeda itself. But some believe that no matter who takes the top slot, the Taliban's agenda remains the same.
It doesn't really matter who steps into Baitullah's shoes. Obviously, the handlers, whoever that may be, Al-Qaeda, if you will, or some other elements, who are handling the TTP, they would see to it that the new successor continues the agenda.
It's to be seen from Al-Qaeda point of view, which is the main sort of force fighting Pakistan. They have a number of choices. They will see the performance of Hakimullah Mehsud and Waliur Rahman, and if it is not accepted, probably they may bring forward Hafiz Gul Bahadur from North Waziristan. I don't think Maulvi Nazir will measure up to that level. So it should be seen in that manner, that where the Al-Qaeda can play. It's not really for the successor of Baitullah Mehsud to take over the whole of Taliban. I don't think that's not on the plate.
Though he is not a traditional mullah and does have some war experience, many question if this young lad will be able to hold on power with a senior militant like Waliur Rahman, now in charge of South Wasiristan Agency. Some say Hakimullah does not have the caliber and foresight of Baitullah Mehsud to command respect among all Taliban factions.
Baitullah Mehsud had a personality where he became acceptable to all the people in complete tribal area. I don't think these both individuals have that sort of personality.
But Hakimullah Mehsud's dramatic rise as chief of Taliban movement is not entirely unexpected. It may take experts weeks or possibly months to understand and assess the 29-year-old new Amir, but it's true the man who had revealed his ambitious agenda to the media in November last year is now heading the powerful Taliban Pakistan. If even half of what Hakimullah had been claiming is to be believed, the new ferocious and ambitious face of Taliban mean more trouble for Pakistan as well as the international players in war on terror, including the United States. Zaid Shirazi, Dawn News, Peshawar.